Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the magic of triads to improvise over the 1-6-2-5 progression. This is an amazing, simple and melodic method for improvisation that you can learn and implement over any song you would like. Let's start. The chords are G as the 1, E7 as the 6. We are not taking E minor, which is the natural minor here. We are taking E7 as a dominant chord, A minor as the second degree, and D7. G, E7, A minor, and D7. The methods say that for each chord, we need to have only one shape. One shape because what happens for many people who improvise, they are thinking, what is the next shape? What is the next chord? What is the next note I should play? What are the notes I can play? And that distracts them from being melodic and from hearing what they want to play. When you have one shape for each chord, you get to know the melodies you can create with that shape, and that eliminates the need to think. You can focus on making music. This is the shape for G. You can either see it as G major, 5, 4, 3, 3, or G6, 5, 4, 5, 1. You can choose one option, you don't need to use two, okay? Only one option, but if you are more advanced, you can see the 6 in your shape. For E7, you can see a triad of E, 6, 4, 5, 4. 6, 4, 5, 4. Again, if you are a little bit more advanced and you want to have tensions in your shape, then instead of 6, 4, 5, you can have 6, 4, 6, and you get a flat 9. 6, 4, 6, 4. This is a nice shape that Django used. So, but you need to choose one. I'm giving you two options, you need to choose one. For A minor, you have a simple D. Simple A minor shape, 7, 5, 5, 5, and for D7 you can either see the triad 7, 7, 7, 1, 5, 7, 7, 7, 5, or you can see this shape again, which is the dominant 7, 5, 7, 5. It's like the shape of E, flat 9, half tone above, you get D7. Now that you have the shapes, alright, it's time to learn to keep the form while keeping the shapes. So if the accompaniment says something like that, you won't be able to play the shapes it doesn't have to be melodic yet, alright? It can be simple. The purpose of this task is to make sure that you can keep the form. Alright? Just keeping the form. Okay. Now after you make sure you can keep the form with these shapes, now it's time to think about the melodies you can create. And for that we have a few simple tools. The first tool that I'm using, it's a half-tone approach. For each note of the shape you can play half-tone approach. For each note you can play half-tone below and get to the chord. And then for E, for A minor, right? So you need to learn the half-tone approach for D7, and you can practice the half-tone approach over the chords. What is important is that you don't only visualize that, you get to hear it. So it will be, you know, like something that you want to recall and play in your solo from your ear. And then you can mix half-tone approach with the notes from the triad. you don't have to play all the notes from each triad, all right? For each triad you are going to use, you can use only one note. So we have one note for G, A minor. All right? The next tool you have is enclosure. I play Django Reinhardt's enclosure, which he used a lot. For each note of the shapes I have, I play a downstroke, upstroke, and a pull-off for the tone above, the next note in the scale above, and half tone approach. Now you can make it tone above, you can make it half tone above. It doesn't really matter, you can follow your ear and choose what you prefer. And then we can have something like that. Let's see these shapes, the G with the 6, the E with the flat 9, and let's see how it sounds with the enclosure and half-tone approach. Now it's your turn. Take these simple shapes, G or G6, E or E with the flat 9, A minor and D7. Learn to hear the half-tone approach, the enclosures over each shape, and try to create melodies that follow these shapes. If you enjoyed this lesson, please hit subscribe so you won't miss any other lessons of mine, and you are welcome to check out the complete course that guide you through this process over 7 of your favorite songs, hand by hand, with the shapes, with how to master them, and with exercises and etudes over each song. Thank you. Cheers.